Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Wednesday workouts. We're going to start off today with 2 rounds of the warm-up. Both rounds I want to start off with 45 seconds of jump roping, and I always recommend escalating the jump rope. So round 1, nice and easy, do a little crossovers or alternating feet. Round 2, you can start working in the dubs if you want to, but progress yourself through that. Don't just go right bombing onto the Achilles and the feet right out of the gate. Allow the tissues and the system a little time to warm up before you do that, okay? Next we're gonna do round 1 is 10 kips. So for the kips, we are shoulder width grip and we're moving the head relative to the arm. Not action with the hips. The hips are just counterbalancing the legs. The second round, we're gonna do hanging hip taps. So hanging from the bar, release with one hand, tap the hip, grab again, release with the other hand, tap the hip, grab again, all right? And you can do this with your feet down too if you need to, if your one hand is not strong enough to hold yourself up. Use the ground for some support. Next one is gonna be ring support from the top and from the bottom, right? So I've got my set of rings. There are 2 positions on the ring dip, right? There's the bottom position and then there's the top position, right? And either way you slice it, those are good for building shoulder strength and health, right? So 15 seconds in both of those 2 positions. And the way I like to say this is put yourself in the position before you add the resistance, right? So stack your shoulders, pull your shoulder blades back, get yourself in that good low position, and then slowly pull your feet away from the ground, right? And then same thing on the top position, right? I would rather you not like jump into the position and then if you look at my arms, right? This position with the arms is less advantageous than this position with the arms, right? That is the real lockout or finish position of the ring dip, and that's where you want to be holding when you're actually on the rings over there, okay? 8 wall ball reps, so we're just practicing the wall ball, full depth squat, hit that target, and reset. Try to keep your knees and your elbows soft after you release the ball, so you don't want to catch it with a shock and then go into a squat, and get yourself in the right position. So the other thing you don't want to do is shoot the ball, take a bunch of steps, walk around, and then have to refine your position. You want to have your feet planted and stay in the same spot for the maximum efficiency on wall balls. Last one is some pause back squat reps. So get your bar set up, get your rack set up, and I want to pause at a low position. So take your stance all the way down, pause, stretch it out down there, and then drive back up, okay? And that is our pause back squat. That's our strength movement for today. We will not be pausing in the strength set today, but I want you to use it as a warm-up tool to really feel good in that bottom position. The strength portion today is timed recovery back squats, and this is our volume series for back squats, which means we're doing higher reps and lighter weight. So 60% to 70% is still, it's relatively heavy. It's not terrible heavy. The first few reps shouldn't be bad, but as we get into set number 3 and set number 4, it should get really stinking hard because we are going to be holding to a very short recovery on these ones. So that may factor into your weight decision. So in other words, if you physically cannot get back under the bar and start your next set on the 2nd minute, then that's probably too much weight. Or if you're into the 3rd set and you fail, right, that's probably a little bit too much weight. I would like to see during the volume that we don't hit failure, but we should be getting to a relatively challenging last like 3-4 reps on each of these sets. So every other minute, and we can start a clock if that helps you, or you can just watch the green clock. Doesn't really matter which one you do, as long as you stay on a clock. It'll be 3, 2, 1, go, start my set number 1, and then 2 minutes later, start set number 2, 2 minutes later, start set number 3, 2 minutes later, start set number 4. So this is a really tough set. It doesn't sound that bad, but when you get into it, you're gonna need more rest than you're getting, and that is one of the triggers that drives strength and muscle growth, okay? All right, when we finish that, we can put the bars all the way. 3 rounds for time, 50 double unders, so that's our jump rope movement, or 100 singles, your choice. And then we're gonna do 12 reps of the ring dip. So this is back to the rings that we set up earlier, and we are just practicing down from the bottom position of shoulders below the elbows, and then full extension at the top of the elbows and back down, okay? So you can do those. If you need a little assistance on it, feel free to do jumping ring dips or banded ring dips. Those are the a superior movement in terms of shoulder stability required versus the regular dip. However, we can always bring out the regular dip if there's a problem with the ring dips, okay? And then 25 wall ball shots. So wall ball shots is the other movement there. We're shooting for a time of under 12 minutes. That's our goal. It's not a firm time cap, but just try to pick a combination of movements that allow you steady progress, light feeling reps. You may hit muscle failure on the dips, and that's fine. But try to make sure that you're breaking off big chunks of wall balls and big chunks of double unders when you do it. All right, that is it for this Wednesday. Hope you have a great one, and I'll see you on Thursday.